Gonna build my dad a new exhaust for over his axle. Not a big long video, but I am gonna try something new with welding the pieces together, like butt lapping, which I saw online. It's like a high heat, low speed technique. It'll take longer, but it should get way better penetration and just be cleaner welds. So we're gonna try it, see if it works. That thing is loud. So, what do we got here? We're gonna complete this section. These are Flowmaster 44s, Super 44s, I think. Anyway, it's up on top there somewhere, but we're gonna go from here over there around the corner, I think, just like I did on mine. There's a fair amount of room to do that. I like the side exit, but the point of this is I'm gonna make it so that it can be removed. This was all welded up, so I had to like hand cut this all off to get it back up here and take off all the section that was hanging too low. So I want it to be clamped on this part and this part so that it can be taken off. And if, you ever had to do any work back here, you don't have to have the exhaust pipe there. So there's what we're using. This is just a universal kit, 2.5 inch. That is a 454, but it doesn't have really any mods or anything. It doesn't have like it might have a cam, but even then it might be an RV cam. But yeah, it'll sound great. It doesn't need 3 inch really. And these are really simple. This is what I used to do my exhaust, but mine's 3 inch, knowing that I was putting a much more healthy engine on that eventually. And that's all like the clamps and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. So I'm thinking this is what I'm going to use to come out of the muffler there, that section. It'll go up. I'll cut it right around there. And then this one will continue that curve, or actually maybe I'll even cut it way down here. Then that will slip on, go up and around, make my turn down, and then we'll connect the rest going that way over here, line up with the back of the wheel. Yeah, I think that'll work. I hit the outside of the pipe with a file just to get that smooth, but I just wanted to show you this cool tool. You can get these things at like Princess Auto or any kind of shop like that. Even Lordco, I'm sure, has them. But you can use this little blade to run on the inside of the pipe, and you can get off-cut stuff from using the steel saw off and get all the little burrs off. Just cleans up the pipe. Just cuts it off basically. So it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but that's all you do. This is what you use for eye protection when you have a 5-year-old or nearly 5-year-old and all your safety glasses are missing. That's why that little tool is important. It can take all that stuff off in one go. So you just clean up the inside. Makes it easier to weld, slip everything on, all that stuff. There's that section of pipe. I do need to cut some of this out. Take probably half of this off to bring this back further so that when the car is on the ground, this gap is increased so that when it does touch the ground, it doesn't touch the pipe. So. And then I'm gonna have to cut the upward section of that pipe as well, so that this will slide onto it and make the turn up top. So many cuts and measurements later. Measurements meaning just jamming things on and turning them, trying to figure it out. This is sort of the basic over the axle setup. So I had to cut enough out of the slip so that it'll still go on there and I can clamp it. Cut some out of this slip too, so it would bring the height of the turn down. And then you can see kind of what I'm dealing with. I have coilovers to put on my dad's truck, so this spring is gonna be gone. But for now, because I'm not putting them on today, I'm just gonna space it in such a way that he'll be able to drive it until I put on his coilovers. But there'll be tons of space here, which is good once those are on, because they literally just mount right there. And then what I think I'm gonna do is that's gonna come down, and then this section is gonna meet up kind of high there in line and come out over there like this. That's the plan. So yeah, once this is on the ground, obviously the differential goes up, so that four link upper won't touch it, which is good. And there's enough room there between the pipe and the axle so that you can slide that off. That'll be important too. So it's removable if it needs to be removed for whatever reason. Anyhow, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna clean this up on the bench grinder, just because it's, especially the outside, you need to do that so that the slip pipes will go on easy and not be all caught up. A little better. Well, wouldn't you know, this is actually coming together. So I did a few different things. This is gonna come up a little bit. But, so I cut the length I needed there. I actually used an exhaust clamp instead of tack welding it for now, in case I have to make some adjustments, but I'm gonna do the same thing there. I'm gonna clamp that. And then I'm gonna do a hanger here, probably through either that hole there, or I don't know, somewhere here, just so it's nice and snug up. And then the very last thing I will do is probably just I'll cut an angle here that kind of matches the drip rail there. Okay, so clamped, exhaust hanger, which just is bolted in through the frame rail there. That was actually really easy. I found an old hanger sort of tucked up. This is actually the one on the other side. I don't remember, I didn't do this. This is, I don't know what was happening with this, but there you go. That's, maybe I did do this and I forgot about it, but I just reused this hardware and moved it. So now I got to build the other side, but I'm gonna, oh, and I need to cut off the end there, make a, I think I'll do something like that, have it come out on an angle. I will need to take this section off and disconnect it from the hanger so that I can make that cut, make it look good. So we're on 48% of the way there, I'd say. And there's lots of clearance. I did put it on the ground. There was plenty of clearance behind here. It doesn't touch this, obviously, because the body doesn't move when you come down. It's just the shock and the spring that compress. Because I'm going to be doing those rear coilovers later, I probably won't weld it today, so that when I do the coilovers, if I have to make any changes or tweaks, I have the ability to do that because it's not set in place forever. So, and I think I have enough clamps to finish the job. 3. No, I will have to tack weld this while it's up, take that clamp off, and then I'll have enough to do the other side. Because I do need a clamp. I need to move that clamp to there. Yeah. So I'm gonna tack that lower pipe in because I'm gonna use that clamp. And actually, once I've test fitted one more time, I'm probably gonna weld that other pipe too. Then there's no clamps other than the one going into the muffler and the one on the hanger, and that's it. I got a new welding helmet. The other one crapped out. This one's awesome. She's hot as hell, but anyway, amateur style, but it definitely was enough heat, and the penetration's good. It's not pretty, but a little different than I normally would do it. Cool. Okay, half done. I think that'll look good. You know, it's not perfect, but hanger's in, that guy's attached, that's there. I'm not gonna disconnect this yet because I am gonna be making the changes in here. So when I do the coilovers, I will remove that and finish weld that union there. But everything's tight for now. And now I actually have to make the same thing on that side with slight tweaks. Okay. And done. I am quite pleased. It's actually like, they're actually like really quite even. This one, you know, it actually turned out really like pretty much bang on. The only other thing I'm gonna do while I'm up in here, what I noticed is that there's some there's a pro this is like professional way to secure a brake line, you know. Just this twine is really nice, so I'm gonna try and improve that a little bit, you know. But other than that, I'm excited to hear it after I'm done dealing with that. I love this welding helmet, it's awesome. And this is all the offcuts from the job. And I got a whole bunch of extra straight pipe and a couple bends still too. In there. So that's it. I'll clean that up and then next thing we'll start her up.